Alright. So far, we're gonna see no temple because both players are doing almost identical builds with an Overlord on 9 and then the 10th drone. So looks like they're not planning on cheesing each other really early, which is nice. We get to see a longer game. Speaking of a long game on the stream, you should probably the thing that has the replay timer. You should probably close that. Technicalities, right? It's okay. Technically, there's no worries. Right. Okay, so the first difference in builds is our teal player is taking a gas on 14, and then probably also a spawning pool on 14. 14-14 is like, it's like the bread and butter Zerg build that you teach newer players. It's been around since like, it's been around, well 14-14's been around since like early Wings of Liberty. Just a standard speedling expand thing. No, I think they're bros because they know what it feels like, because they can't attack each other, right? But they know that when they get the first Overlord that gets sent across map, he knows that he's going to get like suicidally sent into the enemy space for information, right? And they both know that. They both know that they're like taking a death march. So I think it's kind of like, I think they respect each other. Alright, so we have a queen and 2 lings being made for teal, and a much later extractor being made for green. Well, 12 production for green. So right, Ongargis just actually made a bunch of Zerglings. He's up to 12, and he's gonna attack across the map. It's probably I think he just wants to be a little annoying because remember his gas was so much later that his Zergling speed, like he's not gonna be in time to do any real damage, right? Because our teal player Maestro has a Baneling Essence speed started before Ongargis even has his own speed started. So I think he's just right. Sure, but I don't know. It's yeah, maybe without the queen. Maybe without the queen, he would have won the fight, but... Alright, so let's see what the follow-up is. So, Ongargis is making 6 more Zerglings, and we're gonna have to see... Alright, now he's making 20 more Zerglings and a Baneling Nest, so he's not making more drones. So, he's gonna attack, I think. But, I mean, Maestro is so ready for this. He's already got defensive Banelings morphing. I'd like to see a Spine Crawler. Zerg versus Zerg, especially if you don't have complete information, getting a Spine Crawler is really important. But if you look here, he did see those Zerglings moving across the map. If he sees the rest of them going out, he's gotta know. He's making 2 more. Yeah. And he's making 2 more drones, but he definitely saw all those Zerglings coming, and he's gotta know. And he's actually supply block too. Yeah. Yeah. I think he had 4, didn't he? He has 4. He has 2 up in his main base to prevent. This is actually really. This is being pretty nicely handled. Oh wow, this is really nicely handled by by Maestro, and he had like balls of steel. He was actually droning during that attack. So he really pushed his drone lead. Yeah. Maestro's actually been doing... Actually, both players have been doing a pretty good job of hitting their injects. Both queen energies are pretty low. Maestro also has perfect mineral saturation in his main for this point in the game. He has exactly 16, so kudos to him. Both players have realized that this... Oh, okay. And he got 4 workers out of it. Hey, maybe. I don't know. But let's look at where we are. So both players are going for a Rochehorn and Evolution Chambers. Maestro with the double Evolution Chamber, which he can't really support yet, and Ongargis with the single. Okay, and now we have a difference here, because yeah. Okay, so let's look at what's going on. I think Ongargis has completely walled himself in with these. Oh, he hasn't. I'm completely wrong. But regardless, yeah, he's gonna be fine. There, 2 spine crawlers. She's gonna be. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure annoying. Right. And behind this, Teal is going for melee upgrades, while Ongargis is going for Zerg missile upgrades, excuse me. So it's going to be a Roachling attack from Ongargis, and it's going to just be, looks like, Zerglings and Neuter Mute. Yeah, I think the roaches from Teal are defensive. I think he wants to go Mutus later in the game, because generally when you get melee upgrades, you're trying to go Mutus. Important to note, though, that Teal is only mining off of 1 gas, so he's on lair tech, but he really needs to get more gas to use it. Yeah, I think so. Look at his minerals. He's got like 1,200 minerals and like 150 gas, so he's good. Okay. Well, it would work out. Yeah, okay, so here's the Roach Bane attack from Ongargis, and he's committing, man. He's got 15 Banelings, 20 Zerglings, and his Roach speed's about to finish. And Maestro has figured it out, and he's making more geysers in Aspire. So, oh man, this is about to get weird. And he sniffed something out, right? He just sent all his roaches back, and he has no vision, but he must have seen something that we didn't. Yeah. he's gonna see this and oh man. Ooh. Right. Actually, I think it's interesting that both players are going Spire behind this. Right. So I think Maestro is going to take a bit of damage here. Because... But... Oh, nice. Nice connection on the drones. Yeah, with 10 roaches popping out, he's going to be okay, but like... His economy's... Yeah, but at what cost, right? He's lost 12 drones, and he didn't have that many to begin with, right? So he's actually not even full saturation in his main, and he's got 5 drones in his natural. So he needs to do, like... He needs to find some way to do damage. Or he's in a tough spot. one of Teal's Maestro's defensive banelings just took out everything. Okay, so both players are going mutas now. Yeah, that's definitely a good pickoff. Right. Alright, so Teal has identified what's going on, and he's making defensive spores to at each base. So he's not going to take any damage from Ongargis' mutas. I don't know if he actually saw a Spire here. Yes, he sees the Spire with his Overlord, actually. And he's attacking with his own mutas. Actually, look at this. Look at the supplies. It's like almost 100 to 68 in favor of Maestro. And I'm not actually entirely sure how that happened, because Green was that seemed to be it. He seemed to be ahead the entire game, but take a look at his main. He's got 8 drones in his main and 12 in his natural, so I think he was just really low economy that whole time. And Maestro just kind of played it cool. Maestro has so many roaches. I mean, there. Right, I mean, there are 12 mutas, but yeah, for sure. He's got 12 mutas, but I mean, that like tickles that many roaches. Especially if you got like Burrow or something, you just... Yeah. Oh, and he's getting Burrow. Alright. So let's see, does he have the roach upgrade for... No, he doesn't, but I think he should just get Burrow and attack, man. Like, he can do great, he can do really good damage. Yeah, what does Ongargis have? He has 2 Spine Crawlers and a couple Zerglings, right? So actually, one of the ways you can deal with mutas, especially if you're behind, because spores are so good, you can actually just counterattack. Most players will do it with upgraded Zerglings, but yeah, for sure. And they have to pull back with the mutas. But as I say that, Ongargis is getting some really good damage done with his mutas. He's fighting spores, which I don't agree with. But other than that, and yeah. Yeah. And Ongargis is doing the right thing. He's just saying, you know what, screw it. I'm attacking with my roaches. Yeah. And yeah, he's going for the 3rd. He hasn't seen the 4th. Ongargis actually double expanded. But he's gonna... And this is gonna get interesting. His main base is... So Maestro is losing his main base at the same time that Ongargis might be losing his natural. So we're gonna have like a base race, almost. I think Maestro just scores up his natural and he wins. But you know what? No. Okay. So he's actually got Burrow on these roaches. I think Maestro is in a really good spot, right? Because those mutas aren't killing those roaches anytime soon, right? And there's no Overseer out. So all he has to do is just like focus on the bases. No, he's not gonna get it, but he should Burrow here for sure. Oh, as I said, it's gonna be close, you're right. He's killing his own baneling. Yep. Yo, he just did it. He just sent a bunch of links and he got the main base. Right. So Ongargis' only base remaining. He does have an army advantage for sure. Yeah. Well, he didn't get the Spire, but so Ongargis has this 14 muta flock, right? But he has nothing to defend his last base, which is out in the open. These Zerglings are just going to kill it. I mean, they might not get it out, but yeah. And the problem here is actually for Ongargis is going to be Larva. He has this one base, but he lost 2 hatches with production. So he's no way. So literally all Ongargis. Right, but as soon as he sends the mutas across the map, Maestro can just attack that base. Yeah. His spores were actually kind of poorly placed, you know? But the roaches are just chilling there. Alright, he's gonna get the Spire, which I think he should have gotten the first time. But now it's just this one base with 3 Spine Crawlers, right? So he's okay. He's gonna... Yeah, I don't think it's enough mutas. And like we said, it's a larva problem, right? Ongargis has 1 base to make units out of. And yeah, it's 4 mutas, it's not enough. Yeah, the mutas are all dead.